Hundreds of animal species are disappearing every single day, and the main culprit is humanity. The decline in biodiversity is not just a crisis for nature, it is a direct warning to the survival of our own species. Why is this happening? And what are we losing in the process? Let's uncover the truth together. Imagine your peaceful home being torn down to build a factory. Where would you go? How would you survive? This is exactly what is happening to millions of animals. Losing their habitats means losing their shelter, their food, and ultimately, their chance at survival. Since 1990, more than 420 million hectares of forest have vanished, an area 10 times the size of Vietnam. These forests are not just homes for elephants, tigers, and birds, but also sources of food and protection from predators. When forests are destroyed, these animals are pushed to the brink of extinction. Urbanization adds to this devastation. Paved roads and towering buildings are replacing 30% of the wetlands in Southeast Asia, crucial habitats for crocodiles, migratory birds, and other rare species. This not only destroys ecosystems, but also disrupts entire food chains, throwing nature out of balance. Deforestation and urbanization may bring convenience to humans, but they are double-edged swords threatening both nature and ourselves. The Bornean orangutan is a stark example. At the current rate of deforestation for palm oil plantations, this species could vanish in just 20 years. Without habitats, they starve, fail to reproduce, and gradually face extinction. This is a dire warning because when ecosystems collapse, humanity bears the weight of the consequences. Climate change only makes matters worse. Over the past 8 years, global temperatures have hit record highs, causing polar bears to lose their hunting grounds and bleaching 50% of the world's coral reefs. Extreme weather events like storms, droughts, and floods are becoming more frequent, destroying habitats and causing severe declines in animal populations. This is not just a threat to animals, it is a wake-up call for humanity. When ecosystems fall apart, the resulting impacts are unpredictable and devastating. Wildlife poaching and trafficking remain among the greatest threats to animal survival. According to WWF, millions of animals are killed or captured each year to feed the black market. In 2022 alone, over 450 rhinos were poached in South Africa for their horns. In Southeast Asia, species like tigers, bears, and box turtles have dwindled to just a few hundred individuals in the wild. Environmental pollution is another severe threat. Over 8 million tons of plastic waste enter the oceans every year, causing painful deaths for sea turtles, dolphins, and birds that mistake plastic for food. Studies reveal that 90% of seabirds worldwide have ingested plastic. Agricultural chemicals like pesticides and fertilizers further destroy reproductive capabilities and stunt the growth of many species. This has led to a significant decline in insects, which are the primary food source for birds and amphibians, pushing dependent species toward extinction. Industrial and vehicular emissions pollute the air, weakening the respiratory systems and disrupting the biological rhythms of animals. Pollinator species like bees, essential for fertilizing crops, are dying in large numbers, threatening the natural food chain. Invasive species add to this ecological disaster. Burmese pythons in Florida prey uncontrollably, wiping out native species like deer, birds, and even American alligators. Meanwhile, cane toads in Australia, introduced to control pests, have multiplied unchecked, releasing toxins deadly to native predators such as snakes and crocodiles. Moreover, invasive species often carry diseases that local animals lack immunity against, leading to mass die-offs. This highlights the lack of control in environmental management, which, if not addressed urgently, will have consequences not only for nature, but also for humanity. However, nature itself can also be a destroyer. Diseases and natural disasters strike unpredictably, causing immense losses. The Chytridiomycosis fungus has wiped out over 90 amphibian species in just a few decades due to their inability to adapt or resist infection. Natural disasters like earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, and tsunamis cause immediate destruction. The 1883 Krakatoa eruption wiped out all wildlife on Java and Sumatra in a matter of hours, while the 2004 Indian Ocean tsunami devastated plankton populations, a critical food source for many marine species. Climate events from thousands of years ago have similarly led to extinctions. Rapid changes in temperature and habitats have doomed species like woolly mammoths and saber-toothed tigers. The decline in biodiversity is not just a natural disaster, it carries devastating consequences for humanity. If pollinating bees were to go extinct, over 75% of agricultural crops would be severely impacted, threatening the food security of billions of people. Without insect-eating birds, fields would be overrun by pests, forcing increased use of harmful agricultural chemicals, which endanger both our health and the environment. Ecosystems are also treasure troves of genetic resources from wild plants and animals. Breakthroughs in medicine, from cancer treatments to antibiotics, often come from natural compounds. When a species disappears, we lose the chance to discover life-saving solutions. Ecosystems are not isolated. They are intricately linked to the quality of human life. When this balance is disrupted, humanity faces food shortages, rising disease outbreaks, and more severe climate change. Action must start now to protect our planet. Restoring habitats like forests, wetlands, and coral reefs is a critical first step. In Costa Rica, reforestation programs have successfully revived wildlife populations and restored ecological balance. Controlling wildlife poaching and trafficking is the next priority. Kenya's efforts, including ranger teams and strict legal enforcement, have significantly reduced poaching and effectively protected elephants and rhinos. Reducing environmental pollution is equally crucial. Initiatives like the Ocean Cleanup are saving millions of marine animals from the dangers of plastic entanglement and poisoning. Addressing climate change requires global cooperation, including the strict implementation of international agreements like the Paris Accord, to keep global temperature rise below 1.5 degrees Celsius. Educating communities is also vital, as awareness of biodiversity's importance inspires greater action to protect it. Finally, international collaboration is essential. Organizations like WWF and IUCN are working with governments worldwide to conserve biodiversity. This is not just one nation's duty. It is humanity's shared responsibility. Raising awareness and taking timely action will not only save animal species, but also safeguard our future on this green planet. Now that we've uncovered the causes and severe consequences of biodiversity loss, we want to hear from you. What do you think about this issue? Do you have any ideas or solutions to protect wildlife from extinction? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspective. Every small step makes a big difference. Whether it's reducing plastic use, supporting conservation projects, or spreading awareness about protecting animals, you and I can both contribute to saving this planet. Don't stand on the sidelines. Like, subscribe, and share this video to amplify the message and inspire others. Our green planet is home to us all, and its future depends on your actions, starting today.